Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, please use the subscribe button, and if you're an existing subscriber, thank you for coming back to watch today's video. You know when people say that thing, okay, let me first introduce myself. My name is Juliet. I am fondly known as the HR girl. This channel is your one-stop channel for exciting career conversations and of course, conversations around how to navigate the workplace and of course, how to navigate your career as a whole. Okay, so back to what I was trying to say. You know, when people tell you things like, a lot of people have been asking me my skincare routine, a lot of people have been asking me. So today, finally, me too, I've already had something that a lot of people have been asking me because nobody had asked me about my skincare routine. But to be honest, I've gotten quite some questions around how to, optimize your LinkedIn profile and how to build a personal brand on LinkedIn. I'm not there yet. I am growing. But I've hacked it somehow and I understand how LinkedIn visibility actually works. So today, I'm going to be making a very short content on how to build your personal brand, of course, your professional brand on LinkedIn. I'm just going to give 5 practical steps. So stick with me. Welcome back, guys. So number one way to build a strong professional brand on LinkedIn is optimize your LinkedIn profile. I've actually helped a lot of people optimize their LinkedIn. Of course, it's not for free. I do charge for it. Yeah. Of course, there's a way to actually optimize your LinkedIn profile beyond what you currently have. There are a couple of ways around it. I may not be giving in the full details there because at the end of the day, I actually help people to optimize their LinkedIn profile at a fee. But for the basics, you can actually, number one step is to optimize your LinkedIn profile. How do you optimize your LinkedIn profile? There are actually many ways, but let me talk about the basic ones here. So number one is you actually want to use like a professional picture on your profile. You actually want to use another picture on your header. That picture should actually reflect either what you do or what your brand is about. That's that one on the header, not the profile. Now, the profile picture is very important that you use a very professional picture because you're actually building a brand. Not all those pictures that you use Snapchat filter and then there's one filter on your forehead and you're putting it on your LinkedIn profile as how. No, it does not work that way. So you have to, invest in taking professional portrait pictures, headshots, whatever the case is, and use it as your profile on LinkedIn. Also, your headline, your bio on LinkedIn. You actually want to make your bio very, very interesting as well. You want to say something like, okay, I am a business development expert and I help companies to, build their brands or something. With that, you actually, making people want to see what you're actually about. Don't just write, I love cooking, eating, dancing on your LinkedIn profile. You should actually talk about what you do. Let your profile reflect what you actually do and what people should actually look out for. So of course, on your about, you also want to put what you do, how you help others, what solutions you bring to the table. It doesn't have to be long. It might just be 5 lines. It might be 4 lines. It might be 6 lines, whatever it is. Just make sure that they're not tautologies. Just make sure that what you're putting there actually is about what you can actually do and how you can actually help companies or brands or wherever it is that is your target audience or your target market. Number 2 tip in building a professional brand on LinkedIn is share valuable content. Some of you, your LinkedIn page is just there for the past 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. Yes, I'm talking to you. You've not posted anything on your LinkedIn, but somehow you expect that magic will happen and people will come and find you out on LinkedIn and then land a fine job into your hands. No, it doesn't work that way. At least Post valuable content. Now, you don't have to be posting aspire to Maguire to desire to aspire to perspire. No, you don't necessarily need that. Sometimes it might just be okay. You might just post once in a week. It might just be your experience at work. You put a picture and you put a caption, okay, over the week. It depends on what you do. So over the week, I experienced this and this and that, and I just want to share. It doesn't have to be something deep, oh, don't get me wrong, but at least don't make your page just dormant like that. It is not Instagram or Facebook. It is actually LinkedIn. And then you actually need all the visibility as much as you can. So ensure that you're always sharing something, but not every time. You might post even just once a week. At the end of the year, you've posted 52 times. That's your one post per week can actually get a lot of people to actually view your profile. So, I mean, why not post at least once a week? You should just aim to post things like maybe career tips that's based on your own background. You should post things like maybe lessons learned from work in the past week, or maybe something. It could be industry insights, and of course, it also could be personal reflections related to work. Like I said, you don't have to post aspire to Maguire to perspire to refire. You don't have to, but there are certain things that you can post on your LinkedIn to build your strong professional brand. Number 3 is engage with others. So don't just post and disappear. Some of you don't like people's posts, you don't like their comments, you don't like anything. Even with the one they comment on your page, you will not still engage. It's very important that you also get to engage. One engagement on LinkedIn actually gives you more visibility. So it's very important. I know that you are busy, but sometimes when you're free, maybe after you've posted during the day, maybe in the evening, before you go to bed, before you retire to bed, it may just be you just checking what you posted and then engaging on the comments. Sometimes people actually take their time to give some amazing feedbacks and comments on your post. So rather than ignore them, just find ways to actually take your time and respond to them. And if you cannot, get an assistant that can help you to do that. Because I know that assistants, they're not cheap, but I'm just saying that whatever it is that you need to do, you might be big, so you might be able to, afford to have an assistant that can help you to respond to comments on your LinkedIn. Number 4 tip in building a strong brand on LinkedIn and a strong presence, of course, is stay very consistent. You can't just post on Monday and disappear till the next 30 weeks Monday. It does not work like that. Like I said, if you're posting once a week, let it be once a week. If it's once in 2 weeks, let it be once in 2 weeks. But the most important thing is that regardless of how you choose to start, whether you choose to start now or you choose to start tomorrow or next, whatever it is, once you start, ensure that you be consistent while at it. Don't just come in and disappear and reappear again. A professional brand cannot be built that way. You have to be in everybody's faces. Like I talked about visibility in one of my videos. It's very important that you always stay visible as much as you can. And it's not visible because you just want to be in everybody's faces. It is called strategic visibility. At the end of the day, even if it's once a week, it's better than that loud burst of silence. Sometimes your silence is even louder than actually showing up. So rather than being silent, please just ensure that you stay consistent at whatever it is that you've decided to do on your LinkedIn. Of course, number 5 step in building a personal brand on LinkedIn is grow your network. It's very important that you find ways to grow your network on LinkedIn. You can grow your network by, growing connections with people that are in your field. It could be people in other fields or even industries that are looking forward to actually getting into. So whatever the case is, just ensure that on a daily and a consistent basis, you're finding ways to grow your network. Check people on LinkedIn that are actually where you want to be. Engage with them, comment on their posts, follow them, send follow requests, invite them, whatever, all those things that they do on LinkedIn, just try as much as possible to do it. In that way, you actually gain visibility beyond what you can think about. Now, like I said, this is not you trying to just be in everybody's faces for nothing. This is you trying to be visible strategically and to grow in your career in every other aspect of life. You actually have to show up and you actually have to be very, very visible. And of course, you have to be visible strategically. Of course, while I've given you guys ways to actually build a personal brand on LinkedIn, there are some things that you should not be caught doing. Never to be caught on fresh on LinkedIn. There are several things, but I'm just going to mention 5 things here. Number 1 is do not copy and paste people's posts without context. Even if you're copying and pasting posts, let it be posts that have proper context. And even when you copy and paste their posts, ensure that you give them the credit so that it's not like you are stealing on LinkedIn, so that police will not come and arrest you. Number 2 is don't DM strangers asking for jobs without building a relationship with them first. Like I said, if you show up on a daily and consistent basis I personally have gotten job offers on LinkedIn, like no interviews. Oh, basically it's just okay. We're looking for so and so person to fill up this role, and checking your profile. It seems like you'll be a candidate. Can we just have a brief chat? This chat is over the phone, or sometimes it could be Google Meet. We'll just have conversations, and the next thing you are landing a job, or sometimes, of course, sometimes you might have to decline the offer depending. But whatever is what I'm just trying to say here is that don't go to people's DMs to request for job without actually building first that connection and that relationship with them. You become a nuisance that way. Don't do it. I understand the fact that yes, you are actually there's pressure to get a job. But the first thing you want to do when you connect to someone is not immediately asking them for a job. Sometimes just be there and then just watch as things go on, or as things go by. Maybe after like few weeks, you can just reach out to the person. Oh, I've seen your post, or sometimes even just follow their content. You realize that every single day they are posting job adverts on their page. But sometimes people don't follow. You just want to come to people's DMs and beg for jobs. It is not. It is a bad behavior. It's bad character. Stop it. Another thing not to do is don't vanish for 1 year and then reappear only when you're looking for a job. Like I said, why you even have that job every single time, or once in a week or once in 2 weeks, ensure that you are actively always posting. Make posts about things, share your stories in the workplace. Don't just disappear and reappear every time. Open to work every single time that you are back on LinkedIn, you are open to work. How about you not open to work? You are working and you're on LinkedIn, just building your professional brand. So if you're building a professional brand, you can't just disappear and reappear anytime you like. It doesn't work that way. Another thing not to do not treat LinkedIn like Instagram and Facebook. LinkedIn is not Instagram. LinkedIn is not Facebook. You can't just, like me now on Instagram, I can go 1 year without posting shingline on my feeds. Of course, I can post on my story. But on LinkedIn, I do not do like that. I try as much as possible to be consistent. Yes, on LinkedIn, I will not lie. Some days I disappear for 3 months, you will not see my break lights. It's a lie. It's not like I disappear, though. I may not just be posting, but I never disappear from LinkedIn. I think every single day I check my LinkedIn because, of course, like I said, I've gotten quite a number of opportunities there. And of course, I'm a human resource consultant. So I'm always there. It's either I'm doing a work for someone or I have to respond to some messages or something. So my own case is actually a case that I have to show up on a daily basis. But like I said, building a professional brand on LinkedIn will not just jump on you. You have to be deliberate while at it. And the last thing not to do, stop sending too many connection requests at once. Don't sit on your LinkedIn don't sit on your LinkedIn profile one day and send 300 connection requests. Even LinkedIn can block you. You know what I mean? But don't do that all at once. Sometimes you might just do 20 in a day, come back tomorrow, do another 20, next tomorrow, like that. And then with that, you'll be able to grow your network. But don't just wake up one day and just send invite 300 people on LinkedIn. It's not Instagram and it's not Facebook. So, don't do that. So I hope that these tips that I've shared on how to build a personal brand on LinkedIn, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that there are certain things that you can actually do and do right to build a professional brand, and some things that you should actually not be doing. I hope that this video has helped you in one way or the other. If it has, please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. There may be things that I've skipped or things I've not mentioned and you feel like it's worth mentioning. Let me know in the comment section. So I always like to end my videos by saying that I'm the founder of the TheHRGirl Consulting, where we offer human resource consulting services, talent management, recruiting, training, development, learning and development, recruitment, CV revamping, workforce management, talent management, and a couple of other things. To reach out to me, you can send me a mail at TheHRGirl@outlook.com, and of course we can talk business from there. So thank you so much guys for watching, and definitely I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Mwah.